Man, we could add these to the list for best outdoor basketball shoes 2021. I hadn't gotten a chance to play in them, and I just got a new colorway. But we could probably add these to the list already, just based off of like initial impressions, because these feel beastly. Like these are crazy. Hey, what's good guys? My name's Chris. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we got a detailed look at the ANTA Shock The Game 5 or 5.0. These are basketball shoes specifically made and engineered for outdoor performance, but most of the Chinese branded shoes kind of are, because that's just primarily where they play. I will say though, right off the bat, can you play in these indoors? I'm gonna say yes. The rubber's actually a lot softer than I would expect for an outdoor specific shoe. This one right here looks like it would rip the hardwood off. These look crazy. Look at that. Gum rubber sticks like crazy indoors, man. This stuff is incredible. But anyways, these guys right here are just a really cool looking shoe. Like these look like something that released back in my high school days. There's just a lot going on to the upper, even though a lot of this is new stuff. Like this is not like a bunch of leather and everything. It's a lot of textiles and fuse. There's a couple of overlays, but that's about it. I love the rubber piece, man. The rubber piece is so sick. This little cagey thing. The part about it that I really like is not just that it is rubber, but there's a vent right there, man. Like that's sick. I love it. One of the things that I really love about the box though, look at that. This should be on every performance shoe. I don't care what kind of performance shoe it is. It could be the Nike Metcon. It can be the Marathon 27. I don't know.
Are you just making up shoe names?
I'm just making up shoe names, okay? Or it could be on the Air Jordan blah, blah, blah. But whatever it is, that needs to be in there, man. And if it's not on the box, put a little card with that in the box. But the sticker's cheaper and it's easier. You just peel and stick, that's it. Or you can just print it directly on there. It's not that difficult. So first things first, again, that outsole looks amazing. It just looks wavy, literally.
They call that wave bone.
I know that.
Just letting you know that I know that.
But I taught you that.
And I'm letting everybody else know that I know that.
That you retained the information. Good job. She got an A. She's moving on to the next grade. Also, you can see right here at the midfoot, there is a carbon fiber plate. It literally says carbon fiber. Just in case you were curious what it was, that's what it is. Now the midsole or the cushioning is ANTA's A-Flash foam, but they call this one A-Flash Edge. I know, so cool. How does it feel? Amazing. I'm not even playing. These feel like the KD14s, okay? And that is one of the most well-cushioned shoes on the market today, especially if we're considering US brand only, if you just want cushion. And that's a great performer all the way around. But if you're really looking for cushion, that's it. However, if you wanted something different, here's something different, man. Try something new. This feels amazing. This feels like Zoom Air, but as foam. That's how bouncy it is. It has no business being this bouncy. Why is foam like this now? Where was this when I was a kid? Nowhere. Now this little thing right here that looks really cool, I gotta say, that's another little plasticky piece that just looks dope. And the way that they made it too, that marbly look, sick. But this is also called the A-Shock stabilizer, okay? So that is to kind of combat how bouncy this stuff is. They put it right there at the outrigger. That way if you plant real hard, it doesn't give you too much of a wobble. On top of that, there's this big old outrigger right there, and it cups your foot. All kinds of goodness, man. This is a well-designed shoe. Also, that little stabilizer piece wraps all the way up to the toe. Look at that thing, man. If you drag your toe that hard, you have problems. Either that or you're breaking hella ankles. The upper on these guys are both different. I don't know why. They're primarily made the same, but they are slightly different as far as implementation goes. We have a lot of textile, which is the base layer. You can really see that on this particular colorway. However, this one right here has like legit ventilation holes in it. Like there's like layers and stuff. I don't know why it's not on this one, but for whatever reason, that's just what it is. I have no idea. I can't read any of the stuff that explains it, because on top of that, like this one feels like a lifestyle version, even though it's not. It's 100% playable, but that logo right there is a nice little cut of suede, and this one's just plastic. Plus this colorway looks great. So I don't know if these were intended for lifestyle or just a lifestyle take on a performance shoe. ANTA's been actually doing that quite a while. Like their KT stuff, there's a KT lifestyle shoe, even though you can play in it still, but it's got other stuff on it, you know? So I don't know if that's what it was for, but that's what it is. Everything else though is pretty much the same. You got the fuse overlays, you got the rubber cage with a little vent, you got synthetic materials on top, and yeah, man, like these look cool, dude. Like look at it. These are sick. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, these are actually two different sizes. These are a 9, these are an 8.5. The Euro measurements are typically what I like to go by. I am traditionally a 42.5, and that's what those are, and those fit me perfect. I can fit in these, but they are a little snug, and that little rubber thingy right there scares my big toenail. And so, like, I'm just kind of like, I think I'm gonna play in those ones.
That was my exact thoughts.
When you saw this thing?
I was just like, why is it so extreme? Like,
why not? You know, like, I don't know.
As somebody who doesn't enjoy pressure on my toes, on my feet, anywhere, I'm just like that. Ugh,
you don't
so much.
You don't feel it. I'm worried about ramming into it.
Yeah.
That's all. You know, but otherwise, like, I would go true to size. These actually were sent to me by ANTA themselves. They actually sent me 2 pairs on accident. So they actually sent me these. These are not my size. These are way too big. So we're gonna give these away in our Discord. So, you know, surprise, like there's a new giveaway or whatever, even though we just did one this month, but we're doing another one because get all this shit out of my house, man. I'm probably gonna give these away too. So these are both not my size. We got a little one and a big one. We do giveaways differently on the Discord. We used to just randomly pick somebody that was that size and we put their name right up here and we'd be like, oh, you know, and sometimes they would love it. Sometimes they'd be like, oh, I appreciate it, but I don't want these. So I'm gonna pay it forward and give it to someone else, which I love. But I do wanna make sure that everybody gets what they want. So what we've been doing is we've been just taking a picture, we list it on our Discord in the like giveaway section or the announcement section, and then there's basically like an entry form. So you just enter, and if you want to enter for that particular shoe, you can. Once you win something, you're removed from the giveaway list until everybody wins, and then we reset it. So if you don't really want this, then don't enter, but if you do want it, then go for it. And we do got plenty of other stuff to give away. We'll talk about that when it's time to give them away. So yeah, so I'm gonna give these away. I'm gonna give those away. I'm gonna keep these ones to play in, even though I really want this colorway right here. But it's all good. This one right here, I actually got from Famuji Sneakers. So if you were interested in grabbing a pair, they have them there. They're 99 bucks, which is awesome. They're not available in all sizes because anything past an 11, they just don't make them. It sucks, but it is what it is. However, maybe one day, you know, the Chinese brands will realize that there is a US market here. There's not a lot of them that want to try this, but there's a few of them. So just make a few, put them up for pre-order or something, see what happens.
Yeah.
But what do you think about these? Do you think that these are cool? Other than the toe thing, I know that you don't like that, but.
I think it's a weird take because I liked the look of the 4.0s. That weird, massive hand thing.
Those were crazy.
So, but I think maybe it was more of a colorway scheme because I like this colorway. I don't love the rubber thing like you do here. I think it's because it's only held down where it needs to be, and I understand it's so it can flex and everything, and so it just kind of bubbles weird, and I don't love that.
I dig it. No, I mean, like, I understand. That's what I meant.
I dig it.
Yeah, sorry, I was like from the 70s for a second. My bad. I didn't even grow up in that time, so.
Oh, behave.
And with that being said, thanks for watching. Have a good one.
I was very late.
It's all good.